As a player, I was always influenced by the guitar I was playing. So that always kind of fascinated me. And that's how Regent 7 started, as an obsession with vintage guitars. There's a played-inness to it. There's like a comfort. Talking about it's quite weird because it doesn't make any sense. But I know that when I pick up a guitar, that you get something from it. You get some inspiration. Even though they're inspired by vintage guitars, they're not total vintage copies. Having played a lot of vintage guitars, that helps me with the variation. They had character, and the character came from the person that was making it. All that stuff is the stuff that kind of excites me about it. Basically, all builds that I do are initially for me. I never really want to sell them, and we use a combination of CNC and hand shaping. Mainly guitar making is template driven. So if we can get a CNC to do that, then that allows us more time on the bits that really matter. Whenever I've played guitars that are sprayed in nitrocellulose, whether it's the vintage ones or ones that we make, if it is real nitrocellulose, so as unplasticized as possible, there's a resonance on the guitar that I don't think it's just me hearing things. To continue the variation and the uniqueness of each individual guitar, I wanted to wind the pickups because that's an absolutely essential part of the guitar's sound. And I really wanted to have total control of that, and I wanted to get variation in the winding of the pickups, like they would have done in the 50s and the 60s. What makes inspirational is the unquantifiable thing, which sounds like absolute nonsense. But for me, it does. So what makes me want to pick up a guitar initially is visual. If you see, you're seeing the guitar. Aging guitars, it's a bit of a hot topic, and it's a bit of a Marmite thing. In my view, the aging only works if it's convincing. With the rising costs of vintage guitars, especially the real classics, there's no way, even if you could afford one, that you would take it out the house. And I think that that's a real shame. In some ways, Regent 7 was kind of born because of that as well. When all those variations across the whole guitar add up, for me that gives the guitar its character. That's what makes a great guitar.